Bonjour tout le monde, je suis en France. I'm in France still, but I'm not in Paris, as you can tell. This does not look like Paris. I'm actually in Bretagne, in a little town called Brest, Bretagne, and the region is called Finistère, and that actually means the end of the earth. So when people kept telling me, you're going to the end of the earth, I was like, where am I going? I've never been here before. This is the far west, the very tip on the west part of France. I mean, the closest to the United States. And it's really neat because God gave me a dream, a vision, to minister in 20 cities around the nation of France. And so every year it's like God keeps opening doors for us to go to another city. And this is the sixth one. This is my sixth city to go to. So here we are in Bretagne. And they say it rains here like all the time. And as you can tell, it's actually raining on me right now. It's sprinkling. But it's summertime here and j'ai froid. I am so cold. So anyway, I preached 2 times today in the hotel that I'm staying at. And there's a church that meets here. It's called l'Église d'Angle, which means cornerstone. They meet at this little hotel every Sunday, and it's probably about 50 people that come together every Sunday and worship God and learn about the Word of God. They are so hungry to hear about God. Oh, it was just so precious. It melted my heart to be there today. And what did I teach them? I taught them to dream. I taught them to have dreams and goals and vision for their life. And I cannot tell you how many people, everywhere I go all over France, they tell me the very same thing, that they are taught not to dream. Isn't that crazy? They're taught not to dream. But you know, honestly, even in America and other countries, as we get older, we stop dreaming. You know, it's easy to dream when you're a kid, but as you get older, you kind of just accept that this is life, c'est la vie, and you just stop dreaming. Well, it's not a wonder. God has given me a message to go all over France and all over the world teaching people to dream, because where there is no vision, the people perish. So, anyway, we had a great time this morning ministering to people. But you know, this month on the podcast, I've been talking from my new book, Untangle, which is all about breaking wrong soul ties. Teaching people to let go of every wrong relationship, every wrong attachment from their past, and to get a dream, to get a vision for their lives. You know, it's amazing. I only know how to preach from experience, so I know how painful it is to break free from a wrong relationship, or when a relationship ends. When God tells you it's time to move on, get over this relationship, it's time to do a new thing in your life. I know the pain, I know the grieving that can take place in your soul, and so I get it. When people write me emails, you know, they send in comments, Facebook, whatever, asking me about getting over wrong relationships, I understand. I understand the pain involved. I understand that it's a process. It's not a matter of just someone saying, get over it. I understand. It is painful. It is one of the most painful things you'll ever go through in your life, is breaking free from a relationship. You know, and when memories are harassing your mind, tormenting your thought life, with images from the past, with words that have been said, and rehearsing those things over and over, I know how painful that is, but I also know how to be free. And I know how to stay free. And that's why I wrote this book, Untangle, about breaking free. And here's one of the things, you know, people have asked me, what is your favorite chapter? What's your favorite chapter? I always say chapter 7. The reason why is because I titled it, The One Thing You Need When It's Over. And what is the one thing you need when a relationship is over? You need vision. You need a plan. Listen to this. I want you to understand that if you are not looking towards something, you will automatically go back to what's familiar. In other words, a person with no vision will always go back to their past. A person with no vision will always go back to their past. And you know, I've heard this statement before about loneliness is not the absence of affection, like affection. It's the absence of direction. Think about that. Loneliness is not the absence of affection, but the absence of direction. You know, I've heard different people, when I was writing this book, I did some research on other people, their advice that they give, you know, to get out of wrong relationships. And one thing that I read on a website, it said how to get over a breakup. Recommendations: cry as hard as you can. Assess what went wrong in the relationship. Listen to breakup music. Go outside and feel the pain. And I thought, after you do all these tremendous tips, where is it going to get you? In the same place you're at right now. You're not going to progress. You're not going to move ahead. You're still going to be in pain. You're still going to be reliving those things. No, you need a vision for your life, no matter what that means. If it's a vision to get closer to God, a vision to be at your perfect weight, a vision to go on a trip, a fun trip with your friends, a vision to clean your house, a vision to write a book. You need a vision to get up tomorrow morning and to pursue the plan of God for your life. And one of the things I wrote about in the book, I listed certain things that I call dream thieves. Things that will steal your dreams. One of them is time. Satan has a way of making you feel like you've wasted so much time in that relationship or relationships. He makes you feel like you have wasted so much time, you've blown it. Look at all the years you've wasted. Well, I want you to know God has a way of restoring the years that Satan stole. He tells us that in Joel 2:25, I will restore the years. And you know what? All that you've been through, it wasn't wasted time. You learned from it. I wish so bad I could delete some of the things that I've done, some of the relationships and things that I went through. But you know what? I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't gone through that. Don't ever feel like you've wasted your life. Stop looking at the years you've lost. Look at the years you've got left. And let's do something with the years you have. Let's do something with the time you have here on earth. So I want to encourage you to get untangled, break free from every wrong attachment, wrong relationship, learn to get control of your thought life, stop thinking about the past, stop thinking about that person, and let's move on with the plan of God. The one thing you need when the relationship is over, you need vision. Remember this, your life isn't over because the relationship is. You're just beginning. So, from Bretagne, France, I want to thank you for watching the podcast, and I'll see you next week. Au revoir.